Welcome to the Vancouver side. I'm Gary Bock, and well, it looks like I'm flying solo today. So what we're going to do is check out the Rainbow Warrior. That's right, it's the Greenpeace ship. All right, this isn't the original Rainbow Warrior. This is actually number 3. But we're going to go on board and see some of the state-of-the-art equipment that they use to talk about environmental issues worldwide. I'm pretty fired up. Let's check it out. The Rainbow Warrior. I mean, this ship has been all over the world, doing activities everywhere. You know, they go up to the Arctic with some of these vessels. Greenpeace has 3 ships, so we're going to get to go on board one of them and see exactly how they do this.
This is the little red submarine that I was able to go down under the Bering Sea in last year. So we brought back video that then is analyzed by scientists, and every frame of it helps the decision makers and the scientists understand what's at stake. So they're fishing really hard in the Bering Sea, catching more than half of the fish in the US, mostly pollock, fish sticks, imitation crab meat, McFish sandwiches, things like that. And of course, we want to continue to feed the world and bring seafood forward. But down in the canyons, there's corals and sponges that create the habitat for fish, the places where they spawn or lay eggs or get out of the current and have a little bit of refuge. And so the concern is, if we don't set aside some of that really important habitat, which of course can be just destroyed in just a split second with these massive trawl nets. Some of them they're so big that the opening is as large as a football field, or you can fit, airplanes, multiple inside of them. They're massive. So we want to be able to have some precaution. There's so much that we still don't know. There's uncertainty, but the best science we have is what they make decisions with. But no place along that vital stretch of green belt along the shelf break where these extraordinary canyons, larger than the Grand Canyon, no place is protected. So we're asking them to protect a little bit of it and bringing science to the table to help them see that it's important, and bringing voices. One of the decision makers is from Oregon. There's a handful up in Washington, and then a few more in Alaska. So we need them to be precautionary and to set aside the area. Got a website, beringseacanyons.org. If you go there, you can actually see the video that we took down under the ocean, and of course help us send a letter, which I will deliver myself to decision makers. We've got them started talking, now we just need them to get the job done.
Smell the salt air. I almost feel like I'm ready to go sailing right now. The wind in my hair. I can feel the sea flowing through my veins. This is gonna be fun.
I'm here, I'm actually from Greenpeace Germany, and I have the great possibility to join the Rainbow Warrior here in Portland. And yeah, I'm working for Greenpeace Actions team since 10 years. And yeah, now I'm here.
And I'm Jesse, I'm a researcher, but I'll be doing trainings on the ship as it goes to San Francisco. I mean, it's amazing. It's a global organization with a lot of resources and, fighting for the planet. I mean, who could ask for a better job than that?
Yeah, right.
Yes, everybody, I'm Brooke. I'm one of the deckhands. I'm sure many of you know this is not the first Rainbow Warrior. This is actually the 3rd ship to hold that name. The first one was bombed in 1985 in Auckland, New Zealand by the French Secret Service. 2 agents came alongside and scuba gear and placed 2 mines along the side and sunk her. And actually, very unfortunately, we did lose 1 crew member, a photographer at the time, which is very sad. But we did get the French government to acknowledge what they did, and the money they gave us we used to purchase a fishing trawler, which we retrofitted to be the 2nd Rainbow Warrior, so with masts and sails and all that. And she's a great ship and sailed with us for about 22 years. And but eventually she didn't come too old to suit her needs anymore, so we donated her to a organization in Bangladesh called a friendship organization, and I believe now she's called the Rainbow Friendship, and she's now a floating hospital. So she still has the sails up and all that, so we're very proud of her there. And 2 years ago, this ship was made, the one we're standing on right now, and She was made in Germany, and she just celebrated her second birthday just over a week ago. So she's just a baby, and definitely she's going to be with us for a lot longer. So definitely the best ship I've ever sailed on. Really great ship. And where we are right now is what we call the heli deck, or helicopter deck, if you will. And I believe we are one of the few, if not the only, sailing ship in the world capable of supporting helicopter operations. And that's mainly due to the unique design of our A-frame mast. I'm sure you noticed when you walked in, it's not the traditional center mast. And all that stability from the A-frame actually lets us take off our backstays, these two black lines here. And so we can take those, they're on hydraulics, we actually can take them off, move them up, the boom moves out, all these nets fold down, and we can helicopter right here. So that's pretty cool here. Unfortunately, we don't actually have our own helicopter, but we do rent them sometimes, and different organizations we work with, we use their helicopters as well. And the Arctic 30 in Russia. Yeah, so she was detained now for 46 days. There's 28 crews and 2 freelance journalists. They were all detained under charges was originally piracy, but those charges will be dropped, and they're being charged with hooliganism. That sounds kind of silly, yes, but it still has a maximum sentence of 7 years, and that's all for doing a peaceful protest against Arctic drilling. And because we're very opposed to that, once you get a spill up in the Arctic, it's impossible to fix. You can't clean it up. Very fragile environments. We're very opposed to that, and we encourage any and all of you to go up on the quayside here. I'm sure maybe somebody approached you. We're sending letters to the Russian ambassador, Sergei Kislyak, for their speedy release, because 46 days is already way too long for a peaceful protest.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be puke stains from the rough waters, wouldn't you? Can you quiet down, please? Sorry. What a jerk.
Welcome to the bridge, everybody. My name's Cole. I'm a deckhand on board. Basically, that means I do anything you can think of, from chipping and painting and scrubbing toilets, to sailing the boat or driving the outboards, which is actually my main focus, is the outboard driver. And obviously, the big wheels in the old days were to create a mechanical advantage. Now we have hydraulics, and machines do the work for us. We typically don't use it a whole lot. We will for doing in-depth procedures, but generally we use autopilot when we're at sea. You don't always have to be there holding the wheel. Yeah, we do a lot of regular maintenance. Typically we don't use those for the maintenance though. We have working halyards or working lines all over the ship. We basically clip somebody into this big padded chair, and then it hoists them up. We do use those, and we like to try and get new people on board, or like volunteers or campaigners up it. It's the safest way for them to get, really see the whole ship.
Check it out, huh?
It's just part of the law. Can't really have dogs on board. Bring them on just for like a visit, but can't have them living on board.
Oh yeah. I'm in the captain's chair, man. I'm in the captain's chair. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And there's a joystick. I used to play Nintendo. I bet I could drive this thing. You think they'd get mad at me if I pressed the buttons?
I came out to volunteer because I think Greenpeace is a great organization. I like what they're doing. I heard about the Arctic 30, the group that are in jail in Russia, and I thought this would be a great way to come out and show some solidarity. It's been great. There's this international crew, people from almost every continent on the globe, and it's been great. A really nice group of people.
What a great trip of the Rainbow Warrior. We learned a bunch of stuff about the history of Greenpeace, about the history of the Rainbow Warrior, and it came right up here, right into downtown Vancouver. How cool is that? Jim, I really wish we could have had Jim along today. I know he would have enjoyed this. I know he would have had a great time. I hope you did. I'm Gary Bock. That used to be Jim Maines. We're the Vancouver side, your video blog of everything north of the Columbia River. We'll see you next time.
coal for our waters, our salmon, the air that we breathe. No coal down Columbia, no coal. No coal down our valley so green. No coal down our valley so green. For our children, our cities, our lifestyle serene. No coal down our valley so green. No coal over the ocean, no coal. No coal over the ocean, no coal for our fragile earth that we hold in our hands. No coal over the ocean, no coal. No coal down Columbia, no coal. No coal down Columbia, no coal for our waters, our salmon, the air that we breathe. No coal down Columbia, no coal!
Man, that was awesome.